Welcome to AudioVerse Listening Library, where every word awakens the power within. In a world that rewards dramatic change, we often overlook the quiet power of small, repeated actions. Atomic Habits is not just a book about routines. It is a blueprint for redesigning your life from the inside out, one tiny decision at a time. In this series, we break down every chapter into simple insights, practical examples, and mind-shifting ideas you can apply today. So settle in, because the smallest habits can shape the greatest version of you. Before a habit changes your life, it first changes the way you see yourself. In this chapter, we don't just talk about habits. We uncover the invisible link between what you do and who you believe you are becoming. Let's step into Chapter 2 of Atomic Habits, where identity becomes the true engine of transformation. Atomic Habits, Chapter 2, How Your Habits Shape Your Identity, and vice versa. Every action you take is a vote for the kind of person you wish to become. James Clear opens this chapter with a simple but powerful truth. Lasting change isn't about what you want to achieve, it's about who you wish to be. The modern mind often chases goals. Lose weight, earn money, be confident. But goals are only the surface. Identity is the root. But James Clear urges us to look deeper. Behind every goal hides an identity. You don't run a marathon. You become a runner. You don't write a book. You become a writer. When your habits reflect your chosen identity, change becomes natural, not forced. Think of two people offered a cigarette. The first says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." The second says, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." The difference is subtle, but one still believes they are a smoker trying to change. The other already is the new identity. Philosophically, this mirrors an ancient truth found in both Eastern and Stoic traditions. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. When you see yourself as a healthy person, eating well becomes natural. When you identify as a writer, writing is not a struggle, it's an expression. Thus, transformation begins not by forcing change, but by believing differently about yourself. Scientifically, this chapter is a special illustration of the habit loop of the mind. Neuroscience reveals that every time we repeat an action, neurons fire together, and eventually they wire together. This is the foundation of neuroplasticity. Your brain rewires to match your repeated identity. If you say, "I am trying to quit smoking," the brain still identifies you as a smoker attempting change. But if you say, "I am not a smoker," the brain begins aligning identity with the behavior you claim. This is the science of self-reinforcement. Small actions plus consistent repetition equals a new version of you. Aristotle wrote that virtue is not an act, but a habit. Neuroscience confirms it. Every repetition of a behavior strengthens the neural identity behind it. In essence, your brain is always asking, "Who are we becoming today?" So how do we shift identity? Clear offers two golden rules. 1. Decide the type of person you want to be. 2. Prove it to yourself with small wins. Each time you act according to that new identity, the belief grows stronger, just like compound interest of the mind. For example, if you want to be fit, every workout is a vote for "I'm the kind of person who doesn't miss training." If you want to be kind, every act of patience reinforces "I'm someone who responds with calm." The beauty of this approach is freedom from perfection. You don't need to win every vote, you just need a majority. Goal-based thinking focuses on results. I want to lose 10 kilograms. System-based thinking focuses on process. I want to become the kind of person who never misses a workout. One ends with frustration when the result delays. The other creates growth because identity and process move together. James Clear's insight contrasts the temporary nature of goals with the permanent shift of identity. When your system becomes your lifestyle, success stops being an event, it becomes a pattern. For reflection, who are you becoming? Every day, we cast votes through small choices. Each morning walk says, I am someone who values my body. Each page read whispers, I am a learner. Each saved dollar declares, I am responsible. Over time, these votes accumulate, shaping not just habits, but character. That's how the invisible becomes visible, and the small becomes sacred. The reflection here is not how to change my habits, but which identity am I nurturing today? To understand the writer's view, let's take a real-life example of the two painters. Two painters begin their careers. The first paints only when inspired. He dreams of fame but fears imperfection. The second paints every day, small sketches, quiet study, continuous practice. After years, the second painter's work blossoms naturally, not from ambition, but from identity. He became what he consistently did. This is the core of atomic habits. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Your identity is not fixed. It's a sculpture shaped by your daily chisels of action. Change your habits, and you change the story you live in. Next, we'll explore Chapter 3, How to Build Better Habits in 4 Simple Steps, where science meets strategy and awareness becomes action. As we move to the next chapter, James Clear takes us deeper into the third law, make it easy, where he reveals why friction kills progress and how simplicity is the real secret of mastery. As you enjoy this breakdown, don't forget to follow the playlist for the full audiobook and join me in upcoming chapters. Thank you.